Hi, this is Debbie, and today I'm taking a look at the new May release from Neat and Tangled, which consists of 5 stamp sets, an individual die, a stencil and a pack of sequins. Starting with the stamp sets, and we have a 6x8 Art Deco set, then we have 2 4x6 sets, Fairy Dust and Prehistoric, which also come with matching dies. There are also 2 smaller stamp sets, Magical Day and Triangle Pattern Builder, both of which come with dies too. Lastly, we have the Swirly Twirly stencil and succulent cover plate die, and this month's sequin pack is called Fairy Garden. Let's take a close look at each item, starting with the large Art Deco stamp set. I'm just going to stamp the images in black so that you can see it clearly, but I think the Art Deco design would look amazing in gold, perhaps on dark card, or even possibly on a nice mint. I'd also like to get some interesting colour combinations of watercolour going between the lines too. To coordinate with the line designs are a solid triangle and square to help you add and extend to the pattern, as well as some bold sentiments too. Next, let's take a look at the Fairy Dust set, which has this lovely spray of stars to spread over a background. I stamped the stars once in Spring Rain ink, then moved the card slightly and stamped again in Twirling Tutu. Both of these inks are from Sam Says Stamp. The stamp set comes with a sentiment which says, "You make life," and then you have a couple of options to finish the sentiment. Magical and Sparkle. I stamped the first part of the sentiment in black ink and then added the sparkle in Teeny Bikini ink. This Fairy Dust stamp set coordinates particularly well with the Magical Day set we'll take a look at soon. Next we have the Prehistoric set, and as you can see I've already used these stamps. I prefer not to clean my stamps, as I find that they stamp better a second time, as you don't have the risk of getting any stray lint and fibres on them after they've been cleaned. I'm most likely to Copic colour these cute images, though I've used a Copic friendly ink, Intense Black from Sam Says Stamp. All the images in the Prehistoric set have a matching die, and I kept those in place with washi before running through my die cutting machine. Here's a look at the card I made with this set. I combined images from the Prehistoric set with trees and a tree trunk from the previously released Lumberjack Love set. I masked off a simple slope for the background and blended in khaki ink, and then added some details with Copics. Moving on, and let's take a look at the adorable Magical Day set. I stamped the images from this set in Intense Black ink again, as I can't wait to Copic colour a rainbow mane for this sweet unicorn. This set has matching dies, and I thought I'd highlight how a good pair of tin snips makes it so much easier to snip apart the dies. The 3 dies match up with the images, and I'll keep those in place with washi before running them through my die cutting machine. And just a reminder as to how well the Magical Day set pairs with the Fairy Dust set. With these 2 sets I can imagine creating a card with a dark night sky with twinkly embossed stars, which would set off the white unicorn with rainbow mane beautifully. Moving on to the Triangle Pattern Builder set, and I can imagine Laura Basson creating a full background of overlapping triangles and a rainbow of colours with this set. However, it could also be used in a more minimal way, such as I have here, by overlapping Dusty Sage and Evergreen inks to give the impression of mountains. There's one standalone die in the May release, the Succulent Cover Plate die, and I think this would look stunning watercoloured, and so I've cut it from watercolour card. You could keep the pieces in place with some press and seal and watercolour them, or equally, if you pop all the pieces out, I think the outline image that is left would look fabulous over a watercoloured panel or pattern paper. There's also a new stencil this month. The Swirly Twirly stencil gives a lovely fluid pattern that again I think goes so well with the Magical Day set. Last but not least is the Fairy Garden sequin pack for the May release. This pack contains a mix of different sizes and a colourway that will be a wonderful accent to your spring and early summer cards. Well, that concludes my look at the new Neat and Tangled May release. I'll leave links in the YouTube description below to the products that I've used today, as well as a link to the coordinating blog post over at limedoodledesign.com. I want to thank you for joining me today, and if you've enjoyed this tutorial, I'd be delighted if you'd subscribe to this channel. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.